Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. A bit of a different setup, but I wanted to be a bit more close and personable with y'all. Do you like my green eyes, by the way? Is a vibe. This is because my hair's greasy and I wanted to channel some of that National Geographic Afghan girl vibes. So yeah, in today's video I am going to be just talking about my sex life, what my sex life really entails as a transgender Asian woman. Emphasis on Asian. It's not as glamorous as it can be perceived, because oftentimes, 9 times out of 10, you're often fetishized, sexualized, objectified, and for you're their first experience, their breakthrough to fantasy realm and world, and it's always going to be consensual unless otherwise, and that's a problem in of its own kind of thing, which is what I'm not talking about today. But being sex positive and open about such things is fine. It's not inherently a bad thing. What makes it a bad thing is it being a constant topic of discussion. Like, I'm a fucking human being. They just seem to forget that and just think with their dicks, honestly. Like, I know what it's like to have testosterone swimming around in my body. I'm aware of being, like, for lack of a better word, horny, like 24/7. That's just it. I mean, I was going to think of something else to say, but no, 24/7. I'm aware. Obviously it differs from males of the world, but people generally with testosterone swimming around in their body, like a lot of it, just tend to be horny pricks. Especially through online, go figure, screen to hide behind. They always tend to sexualize me even before like knowing it, and I guess I do post quite provocative stuff with like that in the background, and just like sexualized pictures, nothing crazy, but just like what I would post to Instagram, I guess, just some risque kind of pictures that draws in a topic of discussion, that kind of crowd. It's almost like I'm asking for it, but to me it's just works of art. But again, that's another topic for another time of why I choose to post such things on any platform, I guess. In regards to my sex life, it's for the most part a wonderful and great thing. Like, I am quite lucky in regards to that. Like, I experience such greatness and such happiness with sex. So the best way I can explain it to people is that when they find out about me, 9 times out of 10 they still go for it. Going back to what I said, I'm their first, well, generally speaking, most of the time I'm their first person this way, and they can't wait to get down and dirty with a chick with a dick, basically. It's because it's often sexualized, and 9 times out of 10 every guy would have had that thought process. Now that is normalized with someone that looks like this. They're like, Bob's your uncle, like, let's do it, it can't be better. And because I'm so passing and normalized, even if they were caught out in public with me, nobody would turn their head. They'd just be like, oh, it's a normal couple and we're just traveling off to some hotel to do the deed. When that's just figuratively speaking. I've never met someone literally just to go and have sex. Like, actually, I tell a lie, I had a sugar daddy the once. That is a recurring thing in my life, but yeah, that's another story for another time, as it's not literally like one of those meetups where it's like shadier and stuff. That's not me, and I would never be comfortable with being objectified in such a way. But there's always a conversation, getting to know one another. I would never want to consciously sleep with someone that was inherently a bad person with shitty morals, shitty whatever. I want to sleep with, be so personal with someone with a good mindset. Like, yeah, that's that's who I would lay with. And I preferably, even if it is just a one night stand, would love to like just to wake up with someone in their arms. Terms, in layman's terms, when you do the deed, they obviously know before it happens. I've made a previous video saying I go on a date, blah 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 blah, and then I tell them at the end of the date or the next date, and we'll see where it goes from there. It always leads to sex. And yeah, so it's a case of like them just going for it, wanting to try. I'm going to be very graphic in this part, but wanting to try to give head, because they never, it's like a kid at a candy store, they would just want to try, and they're just so eager to try. Most of the guys I've been with are just so eager to try different things because they have been so suppressed all their life and told to do something and told to be a certain way their entire life. And I am giving them the opportunity to break free, even though the genitalia I have currently isn't something that aligns with me and who I am as a person. I'm confident enough to work with what I have, and I know change will come, but I'm just working with what I have and getting off, I guess, and living my life and not putting a halt on my life, even though it does cause me such dysphoria and sadness and just like an out of body experience. But sex is a big part of my life, and I'm not going to deny myself. I'm going to work around it, and I know in my heart of hearts that I will get my preferred genitalia, a vagina. Just basically, they're just really eager to try new things, which is like, it's nice. I mean, most of the guys are quite dominant, the ones I've been with, and my sex life has never, I've never experienced any problems in being denied. Obviously, because I'm like, I don't want to sound like up my ass, but like, yeah, like I know what I can offer. I know my worth. I know what I look like. I know that I'm deemed as attractive. So therefore, I will get guys, I guess, or get sexual partners. Yeah. So my sex life isn't a problem. It's just me having to be so personal and so deep with everyone, a stranger for lack of a better word, and being so, and just giving something that's huge and a part of my life away to them. For what? For sex? Like, I don't want to be so personable on just a random encounter, even if it might lead to a date. I don't want to be so personable with someone right off the bat. It's not fair because they don't have to do that. So that's the only inconvenience most of the times I experience within my sex life as a transgender woman. And I thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, it will mean a lot to me. And again, thank you for watching this video, and safe lockdown to you all within the UK, because lockdown 2 is happening for me. Bye.